You're listening to Vice City Hub. More leaks, less peace.
Turn that trash off, Nikki. It's May 15, 2026, and the humidity in Leonida is thick enough to choke a gator. You feel that? That's the smell of desperation and corporate greed wafting off the ocean.
Desperation? Vic, that's the smell of hype. It's the scent of the most anticipated weekend in human history. We are Leonida pilled to the max right now. The 48-hour silence before the storm is officially here, and I am vibrating.
You're vibrating because you've had 6 espressos and you've been staring at a Rockstar Games launcher for 3 hours waiting for a pixel to move. It's pathetic. Back in my day, we waited for a magazine to hit the stands. Now you're out here clout farming because some intern at Rockstar accidentally updated a localization string.
It wasn't an accident, Vic. It's the Monday trigger. All the OSINT data, the real intelligence, points to May 18th. We're talking trailer 3, we're talking pre-orders, we're talking the end of life as we know it because I'm never leaving my house again once November 19th hits.
If we even make it to November. You seen the streets lately? Everyone's got AI drift. Driving their self-driving cars into the port of Vice because they're too busy refreshing all GTA 6 on their neural links. It's a goddamn circus, Nikki.
It's a beautiful circus. Even the Instagram grid is neon pink now. Did you see the thumbnail reel? They're cleaning the feed, Vic, deleting old GTA Online junk to make room for the king. It's a digital exorcism.
They're deleting posts because the marketing budget for 2026 is higher than the GDP of most island nations. They don't want people looking at a 13-year-old game when they're trying to sell you a $150 Supermax Gold Leonida edition.
And I'll buy it. I'll buy the $200 version if it comes with a physical shark tooth from the keys. But look, we have to talk about the technical deep dive. This isn't just vibes anymore. This is hard data.
Fine. Put on your tinfoil hat and tell the people about the code you found in your cereal box.
Layer 1. The Rockstar Games launcher, version 1.0.9x, dropped 3 hours ago. Background update. Most people see bug fixes, but my boys in the data mining trenches, they found the holy grail. STR_pre-order_GTA VI_bonus_desk.
A string of text. Wow. Call the Pulitzer Committee. It's a placeholder, Nikki. Corporations use placeholders like you use hashtags, constantly and without thinking.
It's not just a placeholder. It's a localized string ready for the pre-order now button. Why would they push that on a Friday if they weren't prepping for a Monday drop? And the LinkedIn activity? A marketing producer just finished an unannounced AAA project in May 2026. The timing is surgical.
Marketing producers finishing their work usually means the trailers are baked. I'll give you that. But why Monday? Why not today? Give the people what they want on a Friday so they can spend the weekend theory crafting. Because Friday is for the week, Vic. Monday, May 18th is 3 days before the Take-Two earnings call on the 21st. They did the same thing with Trailer 1 in December 2023. They drop the heat, the stock price pulls a vertical takeoff, and then the CEO goes on the call to talk about unprecedented engagement. It's the corporate circle of life. And meanwhile, the Best Buy employees are leaking SKUs in the break room. Did you see that? The intelligence monitoring report says IGN and Forbes are actually taking the Best Buy leaks seriously now.
Yes! The customer support reps are basically confirming the SKU exists in their private chats. It's status red, Vic. Database downtime on the Rockstar site last night? That's not a server crash. That's them shoveling the Trailer 3 assets onto the CDN.
It's just Leonida's infrastructure failing because everyone's charging their electric surfboards at the same time. I miss when a leak meant someone stole a physical disk from a factory. Now it's all YouTube API monitoring and hidden playlist updates.
The YouTube API doesn't lie. The count went from 416 to 417 videos in the hidden playlist. That one extra video, that's Jason and Lucia in 4K, 120 FPS, probably doing something that would make your grandmother faint.
My grandmother lived in Vice City in the 80s, Nikki. She's seen things that would make Lucia look like a choir girl. But let's talk about the Black Friday rumor, the internal deadline at Rockstar North.
Human sources? Yeah, we're going full spy mode. Report that today, May 15th, was the internal finalization date. If they hit that deadline, the marketing assets are locked and loaded. We are literally in the eye of the storm right now.
I don't care if the grid is neon. I don't care if the launcher says pre-order your soul to Sam Hauser. It's been 11 months since Trailer 2. 11 months of looking at the same palm trees and wondering if Jason's shirt is blue or cyan drift.
It's Leonida Sunset Pink, Vic. Get with the program. This isn't just a game, it's a social restructuring. People are literally quitting their jobs to prepare for the November 19th launch.
Quitting their jobs? To do what? Practice stealing virtual cars? They're going to be living in their cars in real life because they can't pay rent. Hey, landlord, I can't pay this month, but look at the ray tracing on this hubcap.
But the ray tracing is infinite, Vic. It's path-traced reality. If I'm going to be homeless, I'd rather be homeless in a world where the water physics are better than the actual ocean.
Great. We've reached peak Leonida. We're trading actual shelter for better digital splash effects. I hope your virtual Lucia has a spare room for you, kid.
Okay, I need a drink. But before I pass out from the hype, we have to look at the community. The feed is absolutely melting down today.
All right, let's see what the experts in the feed are saying. We've got Marquise93 over here bragging about hitting $1 billion in GTA Online. $1 billion! What are you going to do with that? Buy a small country or just 10 more gold-plated jets you'll never fly?
Marquise is just prepping for the transition, Vic. He's trying to buy his way into the Leonida high life before the servers migrate. But look at Adventurous Clock 492. He's been asking, will Trailer 3 come out today every hour for the last 25 days? That is dedication or a serious case of buffer brain?
Well, that's not dedication. That's a bot or a man who has lost all sense of time. And then we have Spider Vice over on the forums talking about Independence Day 2025 snaps. Buddy, it's 2026. Wake up and smell the neon. We're past the nostalgia phase. We're in the I need this game or I'm gonna bite someone phase.
I love the username HotRelative110. He's asking if it's weird that his GTA Online character is a girl. Vic, it's 2026. Half the population is living as a different gender or species or elvish subtype in the metaverse. Nobody cares about your digital drag. Move on.
Speak for yourself. I saw a guy in the social club comments named Daz14 complaining about his first podium win being a minivan. That is the most Leonida thing I've ever heard. You win the lottery and you get a soccer mom mobile? Welcome to the dream, kid.
Wait, the phone lines are lighting up. We've got a live one. Someone who's been monitoring the Leonida Intel megathread since the 2024 leaks.
You're on the air with Vice City Hub. Speak fast. The atmospheric interference from the hype train is messing with the signal. Who am I talking to?
Yo, it's cheese nachos from the forums. Listen, forget the launcher, forget the Instagram grid. Have you guys checked the weather patterns for Monday in Miami? Vice City?
Weather patterns? What are you, a meteorologist for the cartel? What's the angle, Cheese?
Look, Rockstar always syncs their major drops with real-world events. Monday, May 18th, there's a massive solar flare predicted. Status red on the satellite feeds. And Lucia's last line in trailer 2 was about the sunniest place in America getting dark. I'm telling you, they're gonna drop the trailer at the exact moment of the solar peak to simulate a blackout in the game world.
A solar flare? You think Sam Hauser is calling up the sun and saying, hey, give me a CME at 4 p.m. Eastern so I can drop a trailer? That is the most clout farming conspiracy I have ever heard. And I've heard people say the game is actually a documentary from the future.
Wait, Vic, hold on. The darkest side of the sunniest place. It's in the trailer description. Geez, you might be onto something. If they do a shadow drop during a literal celestial event, the engagement metrics would break the internet. Literally.
Exactly. And think about the Black Friday internal deadline. They needed the assets locked so they could sync the global server countdown with the flare. It's all connected. The neons, the solar storm, the pre-order bonus.
Jeez, buddy, I want you to go outside. Touch some actual grass. Not the path-traced stuff. The stuff that grows in dirt. You're overthinking the marketing. They're gonna drop it because they want our money, not because the sun is burping.
Thanks for the call, Cheese. Stay Leonida pilled.
Solar flares. I swear this community gets more creative than the writers at Rockstar sometimes.
That's why we love it, Vic. We're 3 days away. The Best Buy SKUs are ready, the YouTube playlist is primed, and the stock market is holding its breath.
Well, I'm holding my breath for that November 19th date. If they delay it to 2027, I'm moving to North Yankton and joining a monastery.
Not gonna happen. November 19, 2026 is the day the world changes. Until then, keep your eyes on the grid and your hands on the launcher.
This has been Vice City Hub. If you see a neon pink sunset this weekend, don't panic. It's just marketing. Buy a shirt, hit the like button, and for the love of God, stop asking if the trailer is out yet. It'll be here when the corporate overlords decide we've suffered enough.
Monday the 18th! Be there!